Hi everyone, it's Olive. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about drag and beginning drag and kind of the things I've learned in doing drag. I've been doing drag for 8 years. Since winter break of 6th grade. I was 11 years old when I started drag, so right now is like my 8-year anniversary. I'm definitely not an expert. I'm not an expert, okay? But I know a thing or two, and I've performed in drag, and I've been doing drag online. I make my money, I pay my rent doing drag online. So I know a thing or two, so I wanna share my knowledge with people who are starting out because it can feel really lonely and it can be really easy to feel really lost. And it can feel like everybody knows what they're doing and you're over here, you know, you have no clue how anything works, you have no clue what's going on, and you feel like everyone else has this figured out. And I can tell you right now, not everybody else has this figured out. We're all trying the best we can, okay? And a lot of things like lighting and expensive cameras and certain ways of editing can make it look like I know what I'm doing a lot more than I do. I tried to figure out what I was gonna say. I tried to like script it out, but every time I tried, I just went into tangents and it was hard to get it down. So I'm just gonna talk, and if I miss anything, I can put it in later. I wanna start this by talking about mindset. I wanna talk about the way you approach drag, the way you think about it, and your attitude towards it. The biggest tip I could give anybody who is just starting out drag would be to enjoy the beginning. The beginning is the best part. The beginning is the most magical part. The beginning is the most fun part. I know that you think it's gonna be more fun later when I know what I'm doing, when I look good, and when I have an audience. That's when it's gonna be fun. And it is fun then. It's fun the whole time, but it's the most fun right now because there's no pressure. You can do whatever you want, you're finding yourself. These first times in drag, these first times you really feel the fantasy, which you might not feel the fantasy your first couple times in drag. It definitely took me a few times to really feel it. But that first time you feel it, those first times that you feel it, that lays the foundation for your quality as an artist and as a performer. And quality has two meanings. There's internal quality and external quality. So internal quality, that is your perspective. That's your essence, your talent, your ability. The external quality, that's the stuff like your hair looking perfect, you having good nails, your lashes not looking crazy, your lips being perfect, your outfits fitting right. External quality, that'll come. That comes with practice and time. Internal quality, that is innate. That is who you are. That's your taste. That's your you. That is your true quality. And I think that is really what's important because like I said, the external quality, that'll come with time and practice. And of course you can speed up the process by paying special attention to certain things and trying to develop that. That'll come with time. So don't worry so much about looking perfect. When I say perfect, I really just mean well done. Because perfect, no one looks perfect. You know what does look perfect? Edited pictures with good lighting and high quality cameras and a full team. That looks perfect. Edited picture that 10 plus people worked on looks perfect. But I guarantee you, girl, if you've been to DragCon, you know these girls do not look perfect up close. I don't look perfect up close. This camera and this lighting make me look a lot better than I look in real life. Okay, I can tell you that for certain. So enjoy it, don't put pressure on yourself. There's no need to put pressure on yourself. Enjoy it, have fun, relish in your beginning of drag. Think about how any musical artist who has been making music, who has been doing music for more than 10 years, they have a group of people who only likes their early stuff. Think about Lana Del Rey. There's a group of people, me, who only likes early Lana Del Rey, Lizzie Grant era, Born to Die, like early Lana Del Rey. You are in your early unreleased Lana Del Rey, Lizzie Grant era. Enjoy it. Don't look in the mirror thinking, oh my god, I'm so bad at drag, my hair looks so bad, I look so terrible. Don't think that. Don't think that. Look in the mirror and think, I am the only girl in the world. I am the fiercest diva that's ever existed. That's the attitude you need to have. That's what drag is about. That is what drag is about. Drag is not about looking perfect. It's not about that. That's important when you are doing drag on a high scale, when you're on something like Drag Race, when you're, you know, doing a YouTube video. That's important. Looking nice is important. That's not what it's about. It's not about that. It's about fierceness. Fierceness, let me tell you what fierceness is. Fierceness is knowing your worth. Fierceness is knowing who the hell you are, knowing what you're about, knowing your life purpose, knowing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, knowing everything about yourself, knowing your worth and your value, and not being afraid to overtly show it. And it's not even not being afraid to show it, it's just that you know it so truly, you just so truly know who you are, and you so truly know your worth and your value as a person that it just exudes, that you are just fierce. Think about RuPaul. RuPaul, in the early days in the clubs, girl, you think RuPaul was serving smooth? I guarantee you she wasn't. She was serving fierce, okay? She was serving fierce. Fierce is what drag is about. It's not about looking good. I mean, looking good, but you know what I mean. Looking perfect. It's not about looking perfect. It's not about being perfect. It's about being fierce. So don't be humble, okay? Baby girl, you have no reason to be humble right now. Be humble when you're, you know, in higher spaces with other queens who you need to make a good impression on right now, performing your first couple times in the club, starting your Instagram, starting your TikTok, starting your YouTube. Don't be humble. You have no reason to be humble. That's not supposed to be mean, it's just the truth. You have no reason to be humble. Be conceited, be full of it, feel the fantasy, be fierce. The people in our community that we consider to be icons are not necessarily the girls with the best lace front wigs, the most smooth blended makeup, the most gorgeous nails, the most well-fitted outfits. Those are not the people that we necessarily think of as icons in our community. The people we consider icons of drag are the people who have a unique perspective, the people who have something new to say, and the people who are bringing something to the table that we haven't seen before or that we need to incorporate into our conversation. Drag and any art form, it's a conversation on a global scale. We're constantly exchanging ideas and points of views. People who come to the conversation very well spoken, very, oh yes, yes, oh yes, yes. They don't really make history. The people who make history are the people who come in telling you like it is, telling you their point of view, telling you their perspective. Of course, they're gonna go further if they're more well-spoken. I'm getting really caught up in this analogy, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Let's look at two girls, and no shade to either of these girls, literally no, like, it's not even about that. Let's look at Plastique Tiara and Trixie Mattel, okay? Let's think about their entrance looks. You probably don't remember Plastique Tiara's entrance look. You definitely remember Trixie Mattel's entrance look if you watch Drag Race. That look was crazy, okay? Those clip-on bangs, the way she came in telling everybody, I made her a makeup artist, and the way everyone went, that was a moment. You remember that. You probably don't remember what Plastique Tiara wore, and it goes without saying. If you look at these two looks side by side, Plastique Tiara is better in every way. But you don't remember that. Unless you are a huge fan of Plastique Tiara, you don't remember what she walked into the workroom in. You definitely remember Trixie's because, maybe because she looked bad, you remember it. But I would argue you remember it because it was the first taste of this new perspective that we were missing. You don't just remember her because she looked bad. You probably don't remember Sasha Bell's entrance look. She looked terrible. You probably don't remember that because she looked so bad, you're like, girl, whatever, and she didn't have a unique perspective, no shade. And also no shade to Plastique Tiara, I'm not trying to like discredit Plastique Tiara, I said her look was better. I also don't have the ability to discredit Plastique Tiara, like, I don't have that power. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, you don't need to look like Plastique Tiara to say what you gotta say, to make an impression, and to change the world. I know that's a little cheesy and corny and a little bit like ostentatious. You don't have to look that good to change the world, but you don't! Trixie did not look that good. Trixie still doesn't look that good, hello. But she definitely is more of an icon than Plastique Tiara, and I'm not trying to discredit Plastique Tiara at all. Plastique Tiara is fierce, and I wish that I looked like that. But Trixie Mattel, let's just be real, is more iconic. She changed drag. She did. Everybody has something in their makeup routine that Trixie Mattel did. Everybody. There is drag pre-Trixie and drag post-Trixie. Finding your own perspective is really what's gonna make you stand out in a room full of girls who look better than you. If you have a unique perspective, like I do, and you know, girl, I am me. And if you have something unique to say, you could be in a room full of tens, and they're all wearing the same dress. You know what I mean? Well fitted perfectly with expensive beading and fabric and a gorgeous, beautiful hair. You know, gorgeous gowns, beautiful gowns. But if they don't have a unique perspective, sorry girl, you're not gonna go far. You need to have a unique perspective. And you do. Don't try to be like anybody else. Do what you want to do. Be that girl that you are inside. Because those girls who have the nice, beautiful hair but aren't offering anything unique, those girls do have a unique perspective because everyone does, but they think drag is about looking flawless, and it's not about that. It's perfectly fine to find your personal style, sensibilities, and look. It's perfectly fine to find that by copying other people. Nobody is gonna get mad at you, and if they do get mad at you for this, they're a piece of shit. Nobody is gonna get mad at a queen with 200 followers on Instagram copying X queen's makeup look. Nobody's gonna get mad at that. And if they do get mad at that, they're a hypocrite because that's what they did also. Copying is wrong when you are on an even playing field with someone and you are telling everyone that you came up with something that you blatantly took from them. But, you know, a girl singing like Amy Winehouse at a talent show in high school, there's nothing wrong with that. You doing your makeup like Violet Chachki or Gottmik or any other queen for an Instagram post, for a TikTok, for a YouTube video, there's nothing wrong with that. That's being inspired, and that's learning through imitation. We all do it. I'm copying Jeffree Star right now unintentionally, but I am, you know what I mean? Everybody copies somebody else. It's about your perspective, it's about what you bring to the conversation. I keep saying that, but that's really the heart of this video. That's really what this is about. It's 222, you guys. All right, so let's talk about your friends, okay? So don't listen to your friends. Fuck your friends. Don't listen to your friends, okay? You're doing this for you. If you wanted to listen to what other people thought, you would not be getting up in drag and posting online or going to the club. When I was starting drag, I was in the teen queen community, and if you were doing drag a little bit ago, you know what this was. This was just like on Instagram. We just did drag together. We were the teen queen community, whatever. I was friends with a lot of other drag queens my age, and a lot of them were really fucking mean to me. Like, most of them. Like, the only one who, like, wasn't really that mean to me, I'm still friends with. Everyone else I'm not friends with and was, like, pretty fucking mean to me. Told me I looked bad, told me they were better at drag than me. We would, like, list each other. Like, we'd be on Skype calls, we would, like, list each other about, like, how good at drag we were, and, you know, I'd be at, like, the bottom or whatever. We would do, like, critiques in these Instagram races. I would always, you know, people were really mean to me. Let's just say it like that. People told me to my face, other queens my age told me to my face, I was bad at drag. I was bad at makeup. I was ugly. I was whatever. My outfits were bad. My hair was bad. Whatever. Cut to today. Hi. None of them do drag anymore. If they do, not on the same scale I do drag. I make my money. I've already said this in this video. I make my living doing drag. I don't think any of them can say the same. If you have a unique perspective, right? If you have something interesting to offer the world, people are gonna shit all over you, okay? And they're gonna tell you that you're beneath them. Let me offer you a little bit of wisdom, okay? I feel no need to insult and degrade somebody who's lower than me. I only feel the need to do that to somebody who is on a higher level than me. If there's somebody lower than me, on a lower scale than me that I'm friends with, I'm going to be nice to her and spare her feelings and not degrade her. If there's somebody above me that I'm friends with who intimidates me, who maybe right now looks a little crazy, but I can tell that if they keep doing this, they're gonna look really good, I'm going to try to hurt their feelings, try to break their spirit to get them down so that I can surpass them. Other drag queens are shady, okay? Drag queens are shady, drag queens are messy, drag queens live for drama. A lot of drag queens have had a really tough upbringing and are repeating the abuse that they felt at home. Not to get, like, serious, but I've noticed that with a lot of drag queens come from really hard, difficult backgrounds and are doing the things that they experienced. So don't fucking listen to them. Don't listen to them. Do not listen to your friends. And, you know, some girls might say, well, I'm trying to help you because you look busted and you're my friend and I want you to look good. If I'm getting ready with a queen and she looks a little crazy and she's my friend, I'm not gonna be like, girl, your fucking makeup looks like shit. Why did you draw that like that? Why are you wearing that hair? Girl, is that really what you're gonna wear? I'm gonna be like, oh my God, you know what would look so cute? Is if you like did your eyeliner like this. I love how you did your eyeliner in this picture. You should do it like that. Oh my God, look at this makeup look. Don't you think this would look so cute on you? You know what, let me do this for you. Oh my God, do you wanna wear this? Oh my God, hey, you know what would look so cute? I'm gonna be nice to her. I'm not going to degrade her. Maybe that's because I'm just a good person, but also it could be because I'm not really intimidated by anybody. The only person who intimidates me is, like, I don't know, Naomi Campbell or Plastique Tiara. Not me putting down Plastique Tiara to feel better about myself. Not even, you know, you guys know I wasn't trying to do that. If you are a drag queen and you don't like other drag queens like being shady to you, that's all right. You know, there's kind of this like, oh, drag queens are just shady to each other. It's just how we communicate. It's just fun. We're just shady and read each other down. If you don't like that, that's okay. You know, of course, then that just means you don't do it. You know, don't be the girl who can dish it but can't take it. But if you don't like the shady boots game, don't play the shady boots game. You don't have to. And if somebody plays the shady boots game, honey, you can distance yourself from them as much as you see fit. I don't like the shady boots game. I don't play the shady boots game. I don't like being mean. I don't like people being mean to me. All right, so let's talk about performance. Now, this is gonna be the only time in the video I'm actually gonna give you an actual tip. The rest of the stuff was kind of just like general sort of like ways of approaching it and stuff. This is gonna be the part of the video where I actually tell you actual things I think you should do, or I can just point you in a direction and you can take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're performing in drag for the first time or for the first few times, perform songs that people know. Perform crowd pleasers. Now, a crowd pleaser is not an overplayed song that everybody hates. Okay, that's not a crowd pleaser. A crowd pleaser is a song that comes on and everyone goes, oh! That's a crowd pleaser. Okay, a crowd pleaser is not Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen, or Into You by Ariana Grande, or anything people hear and roll their eyes. A crowd pleaser is a song that everybody knows, but everybody forgot that they know. That when it comes on, everybody gasps and screams and is so excited because I can't believe you're performing this song that I know but I haven't thought about in a year. So find what that is. Let me give you some examples. I did a Disney Channel mega mix. I performed Love You Like a Love Song. People went insane for that song. When you are performing in drag and you perform a song people know, you have to do so much less work because everybody is just trying to have a good time. And that's something about a drag show. Everybody wants you to do good. Nobody is at a drag show looking at you like this. And if they are, it's the other girls performing and they're jealous of you. But everybody at a drag show, first of all, if you're over 21, everyone's drunk. If you're under 21, everyone understands that this is an all ages show and nobody puts any expectation on it. Everybody wants you at a drag show to do good. Everybody wants to have a good time. And when you are performing a song that everybody knows, everybody's having this party, screaming the words, dancing, and you are kind of just like the host of the vibes, right? You are kind of like the facilitator of this big party happening to this song that everybody knows and loves. So you have to do so much less work when it's a song everybody knows and loves. Some other examples might be something like Party in the USA, right? Or S&M by Rihanna. That's always a hit. That's a little overdone, but whenever that comes on, everybody goes crazy. Bad Romance, that's also overdone, but when it comes on, people go crazy. I would highly recommend performing with choreography. Have choreography. Have choreography at the chorus, a basic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that you can tweak a little bit each time so it's not just the same thing over and over. Choreography at the chorus and scheduled moments of interaction with the audience with cute little, like, things to do in the verses, okay? There is nothing worse at a drag show than a girl performing a song that nobody knows with no choreography. I've been that girl. I've been that girl, okay? I've been that girl. My first couple times performing in drag, I was that girl. My first time in drag, I performed Breaking My Heart by Lana Del Rey. Unreleased Lana Del Rey song that nobody knows. Nobody knew it, okay? Nobody knew it. And I had no choreography, it was boring. I was a young queen in a doll's kill outfit with a black wig and pigtails on the stage performing a song nobody knew with no choreography flopping around. That is not entertaining. You are an entertainer. Entertain, have choreography, dance. If you're not good at dancing, well then do a dance that doesn't require you to be good at dancing. Bum, 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 bum. Pull out this move. Girls love to pull out this move. They love it. It's their favorite move, Do this one, right? Do this, right? Do this. Drop it low and do a little pop, Come up like that, Walk, flip your hair. Try not to wear long hair when you're performing. This would be a terrible wig to perform in because if I was trying to bust it down, try not to wear long synthetic hair unless it's curly, because if it's curly, it can kind of just look like messy and like sexy. Long straight hair is probably not the vibe unless it's like really high quality and it won't tangle very easily, or if you just don't care that it gets tangled, then girl, do you. If you're performing in drag for the first time, nobody's gonna care if your hair is tangled, okay? But I would recommend maybe wearing either long curly hair or like a short, like a bob or like a lob. Anything that like is like in a style where it's not gonna get all messed up. Now, that is kind of all advice for if you're performing at a drag show in a club or at a bar or something like that. But if you're performing at a drag show that's a little more artistic, a little more underground and artistic, you know, then that might be the place where you can pull out your songs that nobody knows, your songs in a foreign language or anything like that. But at the same time, because I've been this girl, if you're performing at like an artsy, like art house, like cool underground type of drag show, and you come out with Womanizer by Britney Spears, you're the queen everybody remembers. Because you performed the song everyone knew, and you broke it down. And everyone else was doing a weird, you know, and you came out, you know what I mean? Don't have too much choreography. I've been the girl with too much choreography. I performed a song in Russian with too much choreography, okay? People were waiting for me to get off the stage, all right? I did that because I wanted to, and that's how I learned this stuff. You gotta do what you want to do. If there's a song you really want to perform, you really want to perform that song in Japanese, or you really want to perform that song that nobody knows, you really want to perform that cool Aisha song that you know nobody's really gonna know, do it. Also, I performed the song Bimbo Doll by Tila Soli, and that wasn't a song necessarily everybody knew, but some people knew it, and it was a good performance song. So if you're gonna perform a song that people don't know, make sure it's like a good performance song. Like that song, probably less than half the people in the audience knew that song, but it was cute, it was fun, and it was like followable, if that makes sense. It was like palatable, for lack of a better word, and it was like fun. I think drag exists on a huge spectrum of, you know, Dragula type of like subversive horror, you know, into like artist, like artsy, like gender bendy, to like full pageant, like performance diva. So find where on that you lie. You know, I'm kind of more in like the artsy side. I don't really go into like the scary, but I'm kind of more in like the artsy to like performery end of things. Find where you lie. There's a place for you in the world. Find your unique perspective. One of the like prominent features of my face, I look weird without eyebrows. I look much less handsome without eyebrows out of drag, so I can't shave my eyebrows, but I've learned how to cover them pretty nicely, so I'll link my tutorial that I made. Sorry, my cat keeps jumping on the bed. Never stop learning. You're always learning. I'm still learning, obviously. You know, I don't look perfect. I look pretty motherfucking good, especially for my age. Never stop learning. Don't be humble yet. Be humble later. Be conceited and full of it and glamorous and fierce right now. Be humble later. I am not the best at responding to comments, but if you have questions, this is the type of video where I am gonna want to answer people's questions and respond to people's questions. So if you have questions, comment them. Hopefully I can get to them. I'm gonna be responding like more earlier to the time that I posted this, so definitely ask me questions. I will be responding to them. Comment any other tips if you've been doing drag for a while. Comment some of your favorite drag queens. Let's just have a conversation in the comments. I'm gonna try to be really hands-on with these comments. I'm about to be visiting family in Chicago for Christmas, so I'm gonna have a lot of sitting on the couch time, so I will be trying to answer some comments. I love you guys so much. I guess that's all I have to say. I never want to like end the videos, but I love you guys. Bye.